Hey everyone, this is our conversion iteration release video for May the 4th. I'm going to hand this over to Megan and we can kind of walk through what we did this iteration.
Yeah, just some small things up front. Migrated a bunch of customer case studies. I won't list them all here, but it was quite a bit. I created a handbook page for the conversion group just to add some documentation on some of our more like involved um, components. So when conversion 2.0 moves in, hopefully it'll be a clean transition. And then another small change to the platform page, I updated the image there. And then I will demo some stuff. Um, for the homepage at the beginning of our iteration, um, updated the feature blocks here with the DevSecOps survey link. And then for the biggest chunk of work, the free trial paid search page, MVC3. This is all about like dynamic content related to what marketing campaign you might have received a link for. So our control, or just like, I shouldn't say control, but our default content has what has been there previously. And we've added a variant param. So AI is not one of them, but if you go to a value that's not in the list, you see the default content. Three of the values are SMB, we have CI, and security. And just a few notes if maybe some other developers are watching this. Kind of ran into some odd things, and I know we'll be doing some personalization and more dynamic content in the future. So I wanted to point these out. Because we're in this instance, we are updating content on the hero, and that's above the fold. It's the very first thing you see. I encountered some like content flickering issues, and I think that's just kind of what it is. I found some ways around it. One was if you use in view or next the client only tags and the page renders, or that section of the page renders in those tags, that will take care of the flickering. In my case, that did not work out with the iframe video. So if you happen to do some dynamic content with an iframe, the only way around it is to add a nice little animation to hide the little content flicker, because normally you would see like a quick second of the default content and then it would switch over. So that's one thing to note. And the second is this param of variant is very important. Dennis has added this parameter in Google Tag Manager. So as we use more and more like different campaigns, Google will like grab the variant parameter and log that in sessions. So it's important to keep using that parameter and not change it. Or if we do change it everywhere and let Dennis know. That's all I had. I will pass it off to Tiani.
Okay, so this iteration, we had a lot of things to do with the blog. We added a new category, which is the AAML for we had to add it to our categories fields on the homepage and also to the categories on page. But since we added, we actually had been adding a new lot of categories, but we were not adding new category blocks. So we had to separate issues. One was to fix some typos, some capitalization problems with the categories titles. So for example, DevSecOps was just the first letter capitalized and the others were all small in lowercase. We fixed that. And we also added all these recently added new categories to category blocks on the homepage. And I think that's it for the blog part. Actually, basically everything was related to blog. So the other issue was to add the new feedback CTA. It should replace the old discuss comment section. It went live yesterday. And also, while I was doing that, I talked to Trevor, and he mentioned that we should also update the free trial section. because the blog one is different from our current one on the about page. So I did that. I'm just fixing some CSS issues I noticed because we have actually 3 different templates for blog posts. I didn't know that. I thought we had 2 for release ones and regular ones, but we actually have 3. So I'm just fixing some small details I found on this third one. And after that, we are going to review it. And yeah, so my iteration was basically all blog. And I will pass to Alvise.
Okay, well, the spring is also related with customer case to this migration. Regain new parcel PRTG, Potato London, and CERN. It's our node migrated. Also, I add some features to the pricing page. One from the AI. I don't remember. Code suggestions, feature for premium and ultimate. And the biggest thing that I want to share is that finally we found the solution to move or keep all our CSS code into CSS files that can be cached. And right now, all the pages are 100 kilobytes lighter, and that's good because it's 100 kilobytes per all pages. So all the navigation to the customers are more light, and this is a step to keep improving our performance. That's the biggest news. That's it. Also, add some code to autofill the metadata for the customer case studies from its own data file. So there is an easy way to autofill the metadata, and this code will be implemented in all topics and that kind of blocky page. But well, it's a further step, and that's it.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone.